Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dana, and today we're going to move through a full body flow. We're going to have emphasis on our obliques. So today you will need a squishy ball. If you don't have a Pilates ball, you can grab a towel, fold it up, round in a cylinder, or you can grab a pillow. So anything we'll really do, we're just going to prop our butt up a little bit. Let's start at the back of our mat. You can put your prop off to the side. Good. Starting at the back of your mat, softening your knees, taking one hand on top of the chest, one hand on top of the belly. Just starting with some alignment to breath. Big inhale in through the nose, filling up both hands with the inhale. And exhaling out the mouth, softening the weight down into the feet and up through the crown of the head. Again, breathing in, take your time. Slowing down the breath, bringing awareness to your breath. Beautiful. Exhaling out. Last one, breathe in, fill yourself up from the bottom of your spine up to the crown of the head. Inhale. And fully exhaling out the mouth, let it go. Good. Softening the hands down by your side, big shoulder rolls, lifting the shoulders up, forward, back, and down. Warming up the shoulder girdle for 3. Good, for 2. And 1, reverse the circle, just letting that shoulder girdle warm up. 2. And 1, good, soften the arms, let the head round forward, softening the knees, rounding through your back body, rolling down your legs, moving through your spine as you go. At the bottom, nod the head yes and no, letting the head and the skull really dangle away from the top of the spine. Really generous bend of the knees here so your torso can rest on your thigh bones. Beautiful, one more, just nodding the head yes and no, feeling that traction. And then you're going to look at your hands, spread your hands wide on the mat, reaching and walking yourself out into a plank. Take your time getting there. It's our first one of the day, maybe. And you're going to reach out the legs. You're going to lift the heart. Soften the elbows. I want you to breathe in, breathe out for 5. 4, just warming everything up, waking it up. It doesn't have to be the best plank you've ever done, but I do want you to feel connected through your core, through your shoulders. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. One knee at a time comes down to the mat. Flip on over to your booty. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands come onto the back of your thighs or the front of your knees. See what feels better for you. Lift your heart up, lifting the gaze up onto a diagonal. Inhale, lifting up. Big exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone, keeping your upper chest nice and extended, rounding through your lumbar spine. Nice roll backwards. Arms will extend, soften the shoulders, rounding through your lower belly a little bit more. So you can even gaze down, slide that belly back. Good. And then roll up 3 inches. Exhale. Inhale, go down 3 inches. Rolling off your sitting bones as you go for 4. And here again, we're just warming it up. Seeing if you can really actively move down through the belly as you pull your spine forward. Good. Last one. And then you're going to roll all the way down. You can release your legs, start to extend your right leg and then your left leg, rolling down through the spine all the way to your back. Reach your arms overhead. Big full extension from toes to fingertips. Big inhale here. Big exhale out. Let it go. Good. Releasing the hands down by your side, bending your knees. Your feet are flat on the mat. Take an inhale. Let the shoulders relax, spread on the mat. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone. Let your lower back imprint into the mat. Inhale, release that tuck. Beautiful. Exhale, low belly connects back and imprint. And in this one, it's pretty small. We really love to make these exercises big and really mobile, but I want you to feel where you're initiating from. For this exercise, it's truly an initiation from your deep low abs back towards the back of your spine. So there's no pushing into the feet, there's no gripping at your butt. Good. 2. You got it. Last one. Wide open shoulders, release pelvis into neutral. Small curvature in your lower back. Soften the shoulders wide, press into the palms. Feel the activation of your upper back. Draw your right knee into tabletop when you're ready. And then draw your left knee up to meet it. Hug belly to spine. Squeeze your knees together. You're going to externally rotate. Your heels will come together. Your toes come apart. Knees come as wide as your armpits. Make sure they're not more wider than that. Point the toes, extend the legs long. Flex the feet, pull it in for 10. Inhale. Press into your inner heels. Work into the widening of your butt cheeks. See if you can avoid lifting the back of your ribs off of the mat and really find that deep connection into your triceps, into the back of your shoulders. You got 4 more times. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Pushing those heels together, pointing those toes, just warming it up. Good. 2. Last one, hold it out there. You're just gonna lift your right heel above your left and then your left heel above your right. So you just do a little switch, 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 switch for 5. Point those toes, breathe into the length of your legs. 2 and 1, bend those knees back into the chest. This time let the knees round into your chest. You can close the eyes and make a little circle with your knees in one direction. Breathing into your lumbar spine, feeling the mat behind you, reverse the circle. Easy breath, easy shoulders, easy throat. Good. Placing one foot at a time back down onto the mat. Take an inhale, pressing the palms down. Exhale, begin to tuck the tail just like we did in the beginning of class. Now you're going to peel your spine up into a bridge. Go slow. Imagine peeling one vertebrae off of the mat. Just nice and slow mobility here. At the top, you're going to tuck the tailbone a little bit more. Feel your sitting bones reach into your hamstrings. Slide the belly back, press into your big toes, and then roll down your spine, rolling all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Take an inhale at the bottom, wide sitting bones. Do it again. Exhale, sitting bones stay wide as you tuck the tail. Slide your abdomen back, peeling your spine up. Nice and slow. Press into your big toes. You're not losing the inner thighs here. Shoulders are wide. Press into your hands. And then at the top, tuck your tail a little bit more and soften through your sternum, your chest, as you slowly mobilize your spine back to the mat, making a juicy, articulate, mobile spine. One more time. Going slow so that you really feel the mobility of your vertebrae, of your back, of your spine. Lifting up at the top, you're going to hold it. Tuck the tailbone under a little bit more. Squeeze your knees together, release. Back to parallel, squeeze, release for 10. The knees don't even have to touch if it feels like it's too tight on the outer thighs. I want you to stay grounded into your feet. Tuck the tailbone, press into your hands. Good, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Knees come into parallel. Slowly lower your spine one vertebrae at a time all the way back down to the mat. Beautiful work today. Good. You're going to grab your squishy ball, place it underneath your pelvis. Push into your feet. Bring the ball underneath your sacrum. So it's right at the top of the butt crack area. Not too high, not too low. Allow your pelvis to feel the ball underneath you. If you don't have a ball or a prop, you can do this without, so no worries. Hug belly to spine. Press your sacrum down into your prop, lifting the right knee into tabletop and then the left knee to meet it. Pressing into the palms. We're going to start to bicycle. So you're going to reach your right leg long as you bend your left knee in, and then you're going to switch. And I want you to go slow for the first 3 or 4 and feel how big you can make this without rocking and rolling in the pelvis. So the challenge here is to keep the pelvis stable and square to the sky and mobilize those legs. And then you get to think about mobilizing the feet as well. So pointing and flexing the feet, using those low abs to zip you up just a little bit more. Press into the hands. 2. Beautiful work. Go nice and slow. Last one. Reverse your bicycle. Back pedal. Reach out the heel, point the toe. And again, you're like moving through water. So find the internal resistance as well as the external resistance into gravity, into the air. Push and pull. 5. Flexing and pointing the feet. Move with your breath. Make this effortful, long, and supported. Good. Last one. And then you're going to bend both knees back in, hug belly to spine. Here we go. Both legs go halfway to the floor. Exhale, lift back in. So you might not touch the floor. You probably won't, because we're looking for core stability rather than the range of the legs being super big. 4. Exhale to pull in, inhale to reach. Strong low abs, pressing into the palms, not forgetting about those upper backs. So keep the back of your ribs heavy. Last one. And in, here we go. We're gonna add 2 more things. You're gonna externally rotate, just like we did a moment ago, into your frog. Point the toes, open the legs as wide as your mat. Squeeze your heels together, bend back into frog. For 9, open wide, squeeze the heels together, bend back in. Good, keep breathing. Working the length of your legs. You're still gonna squeeze those inner heels together as you push them together and apart. 5, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. 3 more. You guys got it. Work with, again, resistance. Pushing and pulling into the air. Last one. When you extend the legs, you're gonna hold heel taps. Imagine there's something pulling your heels together, maybe like a magnet, and you're just gonna pull, 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 pull. Little taps for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hug the knees into the chest, let it feel good. We get a stretch now. Reaching your left leg long onto the mat, flex the foot, keep your right knee into your chest. Tuck the tailbone under here, so we're not in neutral. You're gonna get a bigger stretch through the front of the hip if you tuck the tail a little bit here. Hugging right knee into chest. Take 1 more breath here, pushing the left heel down, really active stretch. Good, and then switch. Left knee comes into the chest. Flex your right foot, push the heel down, tuck the tail. Allow the left knee to come naturally into the chest without overly pulling. Focusing on the stretch in the front of the left hip. Breathe, pushing the heel down for 2. Beautiful. And 1. Placing both feet back down onto the mat. Lift your pelvis up. Good work. We're going to go into a little oblique work. You're going to take the ball now. Let's start underneath our left hip. So again, if you don't have a ball, just grab something to prop yourself up. It's going to assist you in your twist. Your knees go a little bit towards the right on a diagonal. Your left hand will go behind your head. Option, both hands behind the head, or the right hand comes down by your side. Both are good. Take an inhale, feel the weight of your head in your hands, squeeze your knees together. Exhale, you're coming straight up through center. Squeeze the belly back as you lift. And then you're gonna go back 3 inches, you won't touch the mat. Exhale, straight up. For 9, inhale, exhale. And I want you to really push all of that air out the mouth. So this one, we're really contracting through that left rib cage back towards the floor, keeping those knees squeezed together. For 4, keep breathing. See what breath pattern works well for you. Maybe you make librarian lips as if you're blowing out of a straw. Or maybe you go out the mouth nice and wide. I don't care, just make it deep and supportive. Come into center and hold. You're gonna twist towards the right, just finding the rib cage meeting that square hip position. Back to center, keep your head lifted and twist. For 8, inhale, exhale, twist. I want you to breathe out as you twist. Find that connection with your breath. Find that connection with your abs. 4, 3, good work, you guys. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Come back into center, little pulses. You got it, I know. If you need to take a break, you come back down and you come back up. 5, 4, soften the shoulders. 2, 1, beautiful. Hold it, breathe. Come a little higher. 3, 2, 1, release the head. Whew, nice job. Taking the ball away, bringing your knees back into center. Rock your knees a little bit side to side before we switch. Big inhale, big exhale. Taking the ball underneath the right pelvic half. Bringing your knees towards the left and take a breath. So from here, I want you just to practice finding the position that best supports you. So maybe the ball comes closer to center, or maybe it comes wider out to the hip. Find the position that best supports you, reaching the left arm out or both hands behind the head. Again, choose one. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna nod and curl. Swing the ribs back to curl up. Straight up, soften the shoulders. You're gonna go down 3 inches, inhale, exhale, up 3 inches. Find that breath pattern, inhale, exhale. And really practice pushing yourself. Come up a little higher without pulling at the neck. So I want you to focus on those ribs reaching back to the mat. Let's do 5 more. 4, really getting into those right obliques now. 2, beautiful work. Last one. Hold it at the top. You're gonna twist towards the left. Good. Back to center. Not just from the shoulder, from the ribs. That's the tricky thing here. Easy to move the shoulders, harder to move the thoracic spine. Move that thoracic spine instead for 6. Good work. Twist into it. 5, keep breathing. 4, 3, you got it. 2, last one. 1, come into center, hold. We got our pulses for 10, 9, 8, good, keep breathing. You should feel that in your right obliques. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you got it, release the head. Take the ball out, and then coming onto your belly. So just come all the way around, flip around. And taking your hands underneath your forehead, rock your hips side to side, let it go. Good work. We're almost there. Big inhale, big exhale. 1 more breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Finding our legs a little bit here. So you're going to tuck your right toes under. Your legs are in parallel. Just the right toes will tuck under. Hug abdomen to spine, just a little bit here, square off your pelvis. Now you're going to extend out your right heel, extending your right hamstring super long. Your right knee will lift off of the mat. Feel the activation of the back of the leg and the quad all at once, and then release the knee down. So a nice stretch for our foot in addition to an active lengthening of the leg. Do this 6 more times, bending and extending through the leg. Now, easy to twist in the hips once you extend the leg. So check it out. The floor is here to give us some information. If you feel like you're collapsing into one hip, see if you can work a little bit more abdomen, low abs, to keep the pelvis square. Last one, you're going to hold that long leg, hug belly to spine. I want you to point the toes so that the leg is lifted. You're going to lift up a little higher, squeezing the glute muscle, and then lower down to hover, exhale, point, and lift. Now, this one tends to go into many people's lower backs, so make it small and really target your glute. Hug low belly to spine so that you feel the support of your abdomen as you move the leg. You got 2. Squeeze at the top, last one. Hold it here, lift up a little higher, breathe for 5, 4, connect to your belly, 2, 1, release the leg, shake your hips side to side, good work. Other side. Big inhale, big exhale. Tuck the left toes under. Finding squareness in your hips, connect your core. You're going to reach out that left heel so the knee comes off the mat. Squeeze your quad, extend out your heel. Bend and extend. And this is really nice practice to feel what the hips want to do as we find a little hip extension. So it's a tiny hip extension here on the left side. You're going to keep your hips from twisting and really hug low belly to spine. 4, and do a lot of squeeze at the end. You're going to really activate through the muscles that way. Last one. On your next one, you're holding that lift of the knee, point the toes, hug belly to spine, lift up, hover, lift up, hover. Again, soften your shoulders, connect to your core, target your left glute. If you don't feel it, take your left hand to your left glute, tap it a little bit. Make sure that left booty is really working for you, not your lower back. For 2, good, and for 1. Hold it there, reach out the leg a little longer, breathe, reach out the leg, not from the lower back, keep the hips square. 2, lift a little bit higher, squeeze it out, last one, beautiful work. Both hands come underneath your shoulders, soften the shoulders down the back, inhale, exhale. Now you're going to begin to lift the heart as you come into a little back bend, softening the shoulders, feeling that lift of your heart, not a collapse of your lower back. Lower the head down, 6 more. And this one is not about the neck bending. It's really about that connection of upper back, back extensors, to find our back bend. We don't often come into back bending positions in our day-to-day. We are so forward folded. So really indulge. Feel how you can find length here. Not by compromising your lower back, but by really finding that connection through your upper back. Last one, you're going to hold it. Hug belly to spine. I want you to lift the hands up, squeeze the shoulders together, hands tap down, squeeze the shoulders together. Upper back is connected. If you feel this is in your lower back, come down a few inches. 3, 2, on the next one, you're going to hold it, hug belly, reach your arms into an upper wide position, squeeze them back. 6, inhale, exhale, 5. So if this goes into your lower back, you come down, you reset, and maybe you stay with the exercise we just did, just the hands lifting and lowering. 2, good. Last one, hold that nice lifted extension, breathe in, breathe out for 2. Breathe in, breathe out for 1. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press back to child's pose. Beautiful work. Toes together, knees apart. Big extension of the arms forward so that you really feel that length through your lat line, the length through your lower back. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Easy rock side to side. Feeling your long extended spine falling through your knees. One more breath here. Coming back up to hands and knees when you're ready. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Coming back to our plank, feeling how different we are after this nice short class. Hug belly to spine, connect your core. Reaching your right toes back behind you, tucking the toes under just like we did on our belly. And then hug belly, lengthen the left leg back. Lift your heart, feel the connection out through the crown of the head and through the heels. Good, both knees will bend together. Exhale, extend. 9, 8, connect the core. Really reach into that breath for support. Bend and extend those knees together, reaching through the toes, reaching out the heel. 4, you guys got it. Lift that heart. 3, 2, last one. Reach out the heels, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Take your time, listen carefully. Sending your hips up to a downward dog. Bending through the knees just a little bit so that you can lift those sitting bones up to the sky. Decompressing through the spine. Wrap the ribs together. Breathe into the length that you're creating here. Tractioning out the spine, out the head. Soften the shoulders. Really feel how you can lift your booty up to the sky a little bit more. Last breath. And when you're ready, your feet will come back to your hands and your feet can come towards your hands. You're coming into a forward fold. However you feel like you can get there, we'll meet there. Bend your knees a lot. Let your torso dangle on top of the thigh bones. Nod the head yes and no, just like we did in the beginning of class. Good, taking 2 more breaths here, allowing your head to just dangle, dangle, dangle. Beautiful. And then you're going to bend your knees a lot. You're going to tuck the tailbone, and you're going to round and roll your whole spine up to stand. Take your time. Let your spine stack up really beautifully all the way up to stand. At the top, your head is the last thing. Roll the shoulders down the back. Close your eyes. A few shoulder rolls here. Just finding your connections. Beautiful. One hand on top of the chest. One hand on top of the belly. Soften your knees. Feeling the difference between the beginning and end of class. Slowing down the breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. One more breath. Eyes are closed. Really letting everything just settle now. Good. Opening the eyes. Beautiful work today, you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.